I've had the KLR for 12 months now, and I thought it was about time I did a 12-monthly what have I learnt about the KLR? How is it all going? What have I learnt? Would I buy it again? If I know what I know now, would this be something that I would purchase again? Or is there something else that I think suits me better? So let's go for a quick trip down this little bit of gravel and see what we come up with. Okay, so we're get the sun in my face, I guess. I'm at 12 months of ownership with the KLR. I guess it's not a review. It's would I do it again? Like, is it the bike that I thought it would be? What are the three things that I've sort of can take away from this? Like, what pisses me off about it? What I really like about it? And would I buy it again if I had to? If I had to. All right. So what have I learned? What do I like about it? It was cheap. So when I was looking at buying a bike, I was one of those get back into the riding at a later stage in life, as you can see from my greying hair. And so I hadn't ridden for a number of years, and the bikes that I rode in the past were, I'd had sort of dirt trail bikes and sport bikes, so like fast machines, really quick machines. But, my fucking reflexes aren't what they were 20, 30 years ago, so I went with the dual sport because I thought, well, I want to sort of do a little bit of off-roading. Well, not actually off-roading, but just sort of not tar seal. And the KLR to me was pretty decent. So there was the KLR, there was the T7 obviously, Himalayan 450, that was another one that I thought about. And that's about it. I discounted things like the V-Stroms. I just didn't, I don't know. And Transalp, but Transalp was a little bit too big for me, what I thought. So I like, price-wise, the KLR made sense. So I dropped, I think 11.5 on it, which was a bloody good deal. I got a really good deal from the dealer, and I bought it brand new. So, but it doesn't stop there, eh? So I bought it stock standard, probably fine, but I ended up having to get all sorts of things for it. Not having to, but I did. I removed the hard panniers and put soft panniers on. I put a I put a bash plate on it. I put extra bars on it. Put a tank bag on it. So I had a ton of stuff on the bike that wasn't on there originally. A GPS unit. So I put a GPS unit on it. And yeah, for all of that stuff added to it, probably added another, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, maybe $3,000 to it. Then of course you've got all your riding gear, your helmet, and if you're starting from scratch, you've got to get the helmet. And if you're at my stage of life, you like the finer things, so you buy yourself your bloody RI helmet or your Shoei helmet, and so you've got that. That was like $900 because it was on special, plus all your riding gear. My riding gear I got it second hand. I got pretty good deals on that. And 65,000 pairs of gloves. So the cost is there, but so's the fun. So yeah. So would I purchase the KLR specifically again? Yes. So what do I like about the KLR? I like it simple. I like it's easy to ride, really easy to ride. I like that it doesn't go too fast. Like, I think I've had it up to about, 110, 30. I've had it up to 130 on those expressways. On tar seal, 130 k's was about it. I didn't want to go any faster than that. And for my style of riding, that's fast enough. I don't need a fucking sport bike. So yeah, it's fast enough, it's slow enough, if you get my drift, and not going to cause me any problems, and I'm not going to get into trouble with it. So yeah, in that line, yes, I would buy it again, and I do like it. What don't I like about the KLR? I guess what I don't like is, part of what I do like is that it doesn't go fast, and I don't like that it doesn't go fast. Like when I've taken this on a couple of long trips, like 800-900k trips, and passing vehicles, you do have not a lack of power, but you just don't have enough power for those big highway trips, and that's all right because you don't do those all the time. Around my short trips that I do around here, they're fine, but yeah, I guess a little bit more power would be awesome. But other than that, can't think of anything that I'd really change about it. I've been through one set of tyres already. I'm on a set of Pirellis now, which I'm absolutely so happy with. The original Dunlops that were on there, I was happy with those. They were really good. But these Pirellis just absolutely increase the handleability, I think, of the bike. I just love them. And I'll just tell you how much we've actually done so far on this bike. I think so I've had it 12 months, like pretty much bang on 12 months. I've done 8,300 kilometres. As a like a seasoned road user, I generally do about 10,000 k's a year on a vehicle that I own. Like if I've got a car or a ute or a truck or something, then I'm doing 10,000 k's. But I'm using that for lots of, like, that's our second vehicle. So if I'm using it as a second vehicle, this is pretty much just I can't go anywhere with anyone else. This is just for me. So yeah, 8.5 roughly k's just for me. Brilliant, love it. Yeah, I'm just gearing up for another trip down the line. So we're going to be heading to Wellington in another about a fortnight, 3 weeks time. We're heading down to Wellington again. So I'm going to use that as another travel, not gravel. But yeah, there you go. Would I buy the KLR again? Yeah, I'd buy a fucking KLR in a heartbeat. I don't think I'll ever sell this bike to buy another bike. I think I'll move. If I do get another bike, it'll be as well as the KLR. I just love it that much. There you go. What do you reckon? Would you buy it again if you've got one? Chuck it in the comments and let me know. If you don't have one and would like one, go out and get one. They're fun. They're fun. My confidence from day one, or about day two when I came up this road, is 1,000 times more than it was when I first got on it. Yeah, it's a confidence builder. Right, there you go. There's my views on the KLR650 and the gravel Sarge. Too easy.